Hey everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Dime, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 2021 Selbach Riesling, their dry Riesling, the Incline, from Mosel, Germany. It's 12% alcohol by volume, and it is a qualitative vine. It doesn't fall under the predicate category in terms of the classification. It is a qualitative vine. So it's separate, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that, anyway, I could go into German law. That's a whole nother episode. If you're interested, there's actually, the Unknown Winecaster did one a while ago that was really good talking about it, and I do recommend you go watch that to fill yourself in, or some of the other YouTubers who actually do education. I just drink and tell you if the wine is good. But you're still here watching this video. Anyway, screw top, +1. Let's take a look at this wine. Alright, from a color standpoint, I'm going to give you a pale lemon, no artifacts, no cloudiness. And even lemon might be a little bit giving in terms of the color. It's almost like a lemon lime, or more even going towards like a pale clear, which I know sounds weird, but it's not totally clear. It's just getting more of a, like, anyway. On the nose, medium plus intensity on the nose. There is not any sort of like petroleum note that you get with more of the more mature and more robust Rieslings. However, though, you do get a ton of fresh fruit. So there's a little bit of like a lime that's going on. There's a little bit of an apple. There's a little bit of peach, a little bit of lychee, and a little bit of pear. So it's just a very primary driven wine. Really no secondary, and no like honey or any other petroleum or any other type of notes that could come from a developed wine, because it's a 2021. It's not really developed. Anyway, how does it taste? High acid. Woo! It is a dry wine. Medium modest body. Sorry, really high acid wine. Let me kind of have another sip and get the acid even out here. Okay, that helped. Yeah, so low alcohol on the palate. In terms of the length, it goes for about, I would say it's pretty close to a medium finish, and the intensity is a medium intensity on the palate with all the primary elements. However, though, the reason why the finish is going into medium and doesn't finish earlier is because of the intensity of that primary and the acid working together to kind of prolong that primary effect. As a matter of fact, the apple and the lime are still kind of on my palate. So if you'd like that, it might actually go more into like a medium plus finish. Yeah, I'm actually a little bit surprised by that. I wasn't expecting the finish to be that long for me. I mean, really, it's kind of a simple wine. And I'm not saying it definitively is simple, because there are multiple fruit clusters. It's not like one or two fruit clusters. There are a few things that are kind of around on this wine that are bouncing around. The thing that I'm saying it's a relatively simple wine is because, like I said, it doesn't have some of those other notes that you expect from Riesling. There's also no really noticeable residual sugar on the palate here. And this would also be a good wine for someone who wants to try Riesling, but they don't necessarily like either it being on the sweeter side or the mouthfeel of that higher residual sugar, or are not fans of some of the other characteristics you get whenever wine these Rieslings are harvested and classified under like the predicate level of classification. So this is I'm going to just go ahead and do a quick blick. Balance, full point, length, medium finish, intensity, medium, across the board, complexity, not very much. You're a good wine. I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. You're a good wine. You're not going to blow my socks off like Riesling, and as you develop, you might change a little bit of those primary into tertiary, but you're still not going to have that same effect as like Auslese or even a Spotlese. I mean, it's one of those things where you're going to want those wines because they're going to be more complex because of the structure and the harvest of them. This wine really is like just a nice, very clean, very refreshing wine to drink, where you can drink it, you can still get the essence of Riesling, but you don't really have to think too much about it. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you like today's review, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you had the Selbach Qualtitz vine from Mosel. It's a Riesling. They're dry, incline. I don't get the naming on this wine, but the label's pretty. I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I'll see y'all again soon with another review from Wine on the Dime.